I'll speed it up a little bit. So we are live, so you can come up with the music.
No matter where you go, remember the road that will lead you home. No matter where you go, remember the road that will lead you home. That will lead you home. That will lead you home.
He has given me victory. Almighty God has given me victory. He has given me victory. Oh. All the days of my life I praise you. Everything that I have now you gave to me, Baba. Lord, I say,
welcome everybody to the 7th. This is the 7th annual History of Our Music Black History Month celebration. I first like to thank everybody for tuning in to this historical event because we've been doing this for 7 years. And when I say we, I'm talking about helping neighborhoods implement change, HNIC, Aim to Impact, Smiling Faces. And this year, we're so excited to be on Dork TV. That's where you guys are tuned into right now. And these are all black businesses because for this whole production, we supported black businesses. And that's going to be the trend moving forward, right? And I first want to, speaking of supporting black businesses, I want to big up a black business right now. You guys, how you guys feel about this attire right here? You know, I'm stepping out. Badness. All the time, man. You know, so I look this good simply because of one particular person. This is the clothing sponsor, Mavazi, and it's at Shop Mavazi, a beautiful store. I went to their boutique the other day to pick up some stuff, and come on, people, look at this. I know your likes, and they have even better things there as well. So I want you guys to support black businesses. We're going to be putting up all the contact information to all the black businesses that sponsor this event, and so everyone could reach out to them. We have a real exciting show for you guys today, but I have to support another black business. I gotta big up my DJ, D-Flex. Big up to the DJ. He's gonna be providing some really nice music for us. Yeah. Just a little sample. Hey. Come on, man. Stop show off. I'm too bossy, man. I show off thing. But don't worry, we have a beautiful show. And I really want, because it's a different platform this year, right? Normally, we have it at a restaurant, some black business that we're supporting. It's a whole event. We have a whole bunch of people supporting and dancing and having a good time. But due to COVID and COVID restrictions, we got to put it online. But still, we're a vibe, right? So we create positive vibes for the community. And tonight, we're going to create some really inspirational stuff. We have a whole bunch of things lined up. We have interviews that we interviewed a couple artists that are up-and-coming artists in the community. We have a surprise guest at the end. We also have a whole bunch of different sponsors and giveaways and a whole bunch of different things that we're going to give out to you guys. But we have a special tribute, 2 tributes that we're doing. We're doing a special tribute to Sam Cooke, and we're doing another tribute to Mama Africa, Miriam Makeba. So we're going to be showing you guys different videos and different clips of that. And also, we're going to be providing you with giveaways. And I'm going to hail up the sponsors, a couple sponsors that I really want to give a spotlight to. Again, now let me show you how historic this is. This year, our sponsors are all females. all female businesses. So let me highlight them right now. Shall We Mink, she donated something to us. So check out Shall We Mink on Instagram. Love Light Jewels, they donated a whole bunch of stuff to us as well. Mellow Sensations, they also did a wonderful job in donating some stuff to us. And Fab Faces by Fiona, she donated a whole bunch of different makeup and stuff for us as well. So we have a whole bunch of giveaways. I'm going to be asking you guys questions. You guys just chime in, answer the questions, and we're just going to give you away prizes, ship it out to you, make sure you get it, and everything is good with that, right? But too much talking already. I want to get into the show. I want to get into our tribute. So without further ado, I want to introduce Sam Cooke. For those who do know Sam Cooke, he is a very historic individual that spoke a lot about building up stuff in the community. And I'm going to take a quick moment just to address some of the things that have been going on in the society out there right now in terms of police brutality and what's happening with the Black Lives Matter movement and all that, on those individuals being killed, right? So we wanted to talk about something about change. And Sam Cooke has a song called Change. And we really wanted to correlate that to what's going on with today's society. Sam Cooke came out with this song in 1968. This is 2021 and still the same issues, right? So I really want to give you guys time. DJ, give me some music. And we're going to get you guys into the next video, the next clip, what's going on. Thank you. DJ.
Mastercraft on the beat.
Original Mr. Flavor. Every day na party, every day na jolly, oh. Oh, yeah, move your body. No time for story, oh. Where my woman? We supposed to the party, oh. No time to check time. Everybody shake it, baby. Shake it. Oh, yeah, mama, oh, yeah, sister, oh, my baby, oh. Time to party, oh. Oh, yeah, mama, oh, yeah, sister, oh, my baby, oh. Time to party, oh.
Shake it, I like it when you do sharp, oh. Back it, I like it, Naniko sharp, oh. My yo-yo, uchangu changama. My yo-yo, usije kudanganya. The way you wanna roll it, na take on my heart. And I can't control it, na take on mwenza.
Yes. Just a quick intermission. We're moving into this whole year is about highlighting the different genres, the different years. So we're going back into the past, we're focusing on the present, and we're looking towards the future. So the past, we're gonna touch on Sam Cooke and really get into his story and the influence that he had on music and moving forward into this next generation and how some of these problems still are consistent today. So DJ, give me a little tune, and then we're going to lure you guys back into Sam Cooke. You guys go ahead and check that out. Thank you.
Angelina, you the cool in my temperature. If you call, I go come deliver. I no go fall in your hand never. So now me you could love forever. I'm a cocky no feeble letter. I'm a Angelina, with my Angelina. Oh me all down. Anytime when I see you for the club or the television, your body. Sure you know say the thing when you carry 50 kill somebody.
Stood me up. You know if he...
She said to slow it down. Still I try express my feelings.
I'm so happy to be here today.
Birthday trips to the...
Good evening, everybody.
He really wanted to have written Blowing in the Wind. It was a song that he believed a black man should have written. He believed it was a song that he should have written. And he wrote, A Change Is Gonna Come.
I was born
that song affects me more than any song that he ever recorded.
Oh, and just like the river I've been running ever since.
The first time I heard a change was going to come, the hair stood up on my arms, you know. It just blew me away. I thought it was a revolutionary kind of a song.
And he played that song and he asked me what did I think about it. And I told him, I said, man, that song feels eerie, feels like death.
It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. 'Cause I don't know what's up there beyond the sky.
The change gonna come, he said, was the hardest song that he ever had to write. He ever tried to write, so that was the most difficult song.
But I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. I go to the movie and I go downtown.
He was one of the first that I remember that cut the process off and let his natural hair grow. So I'm proud of who I am, proud of who I am.
When Sam cut his natural, every brother in the country went to the natural, okay? The processes just started going out the window. Everybody went natural behind Sam.
And then the music started to become more serious. The message started to become more serious.
Then I go to my brother and I say, brother, help me please.
He had a message inside and he let it out. I think that was an indication of things that would have come had he been with us to this day.
He was telling a story. Simple words. It wasn't complicated. It wasn't repetitious. It was a poem. Great piece of poetry.
There have been times that I thought I could last for long, but now I think I'm able to carry on.
A change is gonna come. Brought up the next generation of blacks, took the old heads and gave them some pride, and that is one of the great legacies that he left.
Oh, yes, it
Yes, and welcome back. And I hope you guys enjoyed that clip because, you know, I really try to be hopeful when it comes to like the future and the future when it comes to black people, but it's really hard to do so sometimes simply just based on the past, because the past is like a reflection of what's going on right now. And I don't see a lot of change from what's happening in terms of that song in particular and the images that were shown in that clip, you know, and these are discussions that we need to start having in terms of like change and how do we change and how do we move forward and how does the system change to stop putting the oppression on some of us. And a lot of the times some of us look like myself, black individuals, right? So these are discussions that we continue to have within communities. And during some of the interviews that I was doing over the last couple weeks, I actually had an opportunity to interview an artist, Jariah Pro. And we had some deep discussions, and he came in here, and we have a full video of it, but we're only showing short little clips, and you guys could check out all the videos. We'll have the link up afterwards, showing you the YouTube channel where you guys could come and check out the full interviews. But I want to introduce Jariah Pro, one of the young artists that performed on a variety of different History of Our Music platforms. And I had an interview with him, and then we'll get into a song with him as well, a nice quick performance. Thank you so much. I'm locked in with Jariah Pro. You go by a lot of synonyms, right?
Yeah.
Jariah, I want you to introduce yourself to the people out there.
Good day to everybody. My name is Jariah. I guess like my immediate title would be a musician. I play multiple instruments. I also produce. I sound engineer. I act. I do a lot. Multitask. Yeah.
I want to take it back a little bit.
Okay.
Because you've seen the growth of the production that we call History of Our Music.
Yes, I
have. You used to come out to
the
The golf course.
right? At Oakdale Golf Course when we first had it, and you were one of our first performers. So tell us about your experiences with history of our music and what you think about the growth and what you think about the direction and why were you a part of it originally?
First of all, I appreciate the growth. I'm seeing that even, but you see, when you put me a part of this situation, I already knew that where we are today was somewhere that you saw even then. So I think one of the reasons why I wanted to be a part of it in the first place is because your energy, your fervor, and your love towards black people, it just seemed so appropriate at the time. Because at that time, I think I just met you maybe several months earlier on. And I feel like the good deeds that you were doing in the community was really something I wanted to get behind. So that was my incentive to want to actually assist and even see whatever I can offer. And then even at the golf course, even when I showed up there, one thing that I did appreciate, I think I spoke to you after that day, which was I like the professionalism. That's one thing that I think, strikes a chord with me. I feel like as black people, sometimes the excuses that we make to not be professional, if we even use half of that energy, the energy we use to make excuses, to push towards what you were doing from the start of the history of our music, I feel like we'd be at a better place. So that's one thing that actually did have me gravitate to it, your professionalism and the ideals that you were espousing at that time, and still even now.
Thank you so much.
No problem. You're welcome.
I really want to dissect a little bit of just what you said.
Okay.
We're talking about our people.
Yes.
And when I say our people, black people, Africans.
Yes.
Right? Whether we're from the continent or the diaspora, right? We're all one people, right? And we worked directly together before, right? In Western Mount Dennis. And we've seen the climate of that particular neighborhood. The issues that presents itself in those communities and the problems that are there. And like me and you, or you and I, had a lot of debates about some of the stuff that were happening within black communities, within marginalized communities, as they like to call it. And I want you to talk a little bit about that. Talk about your experience with some of the issues that are in those communities and what are possible some of the solutions or some of the things that we should start looking at in terms of fixing some of those problems within communities.
Give me a problem.
Well, let's talk about poverty. Let's talk about violence, right? Those are some of the major things that I see that affects community. Poverty is directly related to violence, and they're correlated, right? When there's poverty or poverty-stricken people, they will do about anything to come out of that environment. And usually some of the things that entail is selling drugs, robbing people, stick-ups, whatever the case is. So there's a violent component. So what's your perspective on that?
You said do about anything to come out of that component. One thing I've realized when I would work in these at-risk, these marginalized, whatever the terms these people tend to utilize, you say do whatever. I usually see that that's not true. I see that the respect elements of doing the right thing is missing. What I'm trying to say is that I don't actually believe that people put in the effort and people have a drive in these communities to actually champion and further respect. I think a lot of problems I've noticed with working with the youth, first of all, I must say I love the children. When you see, especially black children, right? In general, but specifically black children, the joy that they have a battery, like they charge you, like they really enhance your day. This is one of the reasons why I love working in these communities, because the energy you see with these types of individuals really make you feel fulfilled. Recognize that when they use that cliche term, the youth and the children are our future, you get a chance to actually, it's like if you think about Play-Doh, you get a chance to actually mold and help and assist with that situation. But one thing I have noticed working there, it's a love-hate, truthfully, it's a love-hate. When it comes to the children, it's always love. I tend to look at anything that the children do, always at their parents or people around them that are older than them, so usually adults. And I feel like adults in these communities have, for lack of a better term, have a sluggishness to their energy. I feel like they focus too much self-centeredly, and I feel like they do not see the future as bright as the children that come under them do. And so that has been a conflict I've always noted. And so when you made that point and you said that they'll do anything to rise above, I usually see that they don't do the things that are required, such as respect, such as, you know, even just communal love. I don't see that. Like you were talking, I usually just see the violent elements of it, which is not to belittle, or this is not to attack those people. I understand the reasons for it, but I just think that respect is lacking in these communities, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to assist and you know, show some love in that regard.
And I really want to thank you for coming to this platform, sharing your knowledge with us. And I want to give you a time just to address the crowd and tell us about your platforms and where we could reach you, where we could contact you, where we can listen to your music.
Okay. In terms of, is this the camera there? In terms of, thank you guys for tuning in. If you stayed at home, if you watched all of this, I mean, thank you. But one thing I would say is that if you want to follow my progress, I would say you go to Instagram. A lot of my presence is on Instagram, or my energies towards Instagram these days. It's Instagram at Jariah, that's JARIAH_PRO. Then I have a talk show series as well that's called Why Jariah. So it's a question, why Jariah? So at WHYJARIAH, and you can find more of my content there and possibly connect with me if you feel the need to.
Try, my brother.
Thank you.
African brother. Thank you so much for coming, man. Much pleasure.
Thank you.
All right.
Do not lose your mind. Why is it I say this? Because in this day and age, people tend to misplace it. They're prone to dementia. They're living in the matrix. Little do you not know you're still on board this slave ship, headed nowhere in life to hell your destination. Alongside your peers, the people of blood relation. Together you are bound like the shoes and the laces. Invisible shackles are the worst limitations. Still they got you boxed in. You can't think. You should. My life is like a rotten banana, but as creative as my mother can be, I've got to make something out of it. It's in my genes, you know, similar to Levi's. DNA engraved with honesty, man, I don't speak lies. Truth and I are slim fit. To this relationship I commit, but determination never spoke to quit or enable. Lone wolf, society, they love to hand out labels and make a show out of your life like Anna Green Gable. 6 o'clock news I'm most likely to be. I say that because I'm black, 6 foot inches 3. The usual suspect, call Crime Stoppers, please, so they can get more of my kind off the streets. Society would do just fine if you had me ridden, good riddance. They don't want me to focus and put good riddance. Chances are I can blow in an instance. Anyway, people keep on gossiping, but don't get it twisted. Of course, I got ears, but I chose not to listen to all the ignorance, all the accusation. Some people really do appreciate all the hatred, but hate makes me stronger, sort of like Kanye West. But in case you didn't know, I don't dress to impress. So, in other words, what you see is what you get. In other words, if you bet on looks, you might regret, because looks are deceiving. The people you believe in today, they might metamorphose in the evening. Not to mention, some people don't even reason. No control, sexual, then they end up cheating. Egomaniacal, always be for treason. Greeting as follows, death next season. Birth rate increasing, females conceiving. The world needs change, but the blind can't see them.
Go. That was a great performance by Jariah Pro. Please check him out. Check out some more music. He's also an engineer. He's a producer. He's everything. I've worked with him in the past. It's wonderful. He does great work. And I like conversations like that. Inspiring, very inspirational. Jariah was dropping some real dimes on there. And he was just one of our past performers he did like the show about maybe 3 different times, 3 different years, and always came out and brought us with dropped knowledge always, right? And I really want to transition into, it's not just rappers and singers that we use, we also use dancers as well. And these set of dancers, like on our 4th annual Black History Month celebration, History of Our Music, they came out and they performed and tore down the house. It was in Lawrence Heights, and we got a clip. So if you think I'm lying, check this out.
The folk shall be within you.
African performer for the night.
We, the audience, deserve some more.
Yeah. All right, so what we're going to do right now is bring back the real 3D dancers. Put your hands together for the real 3D dancers.
You took my heart, I'm a keys and my passion. You took my heart, I'm a sleep a decoration. You mistaken my love, I brought for you for foundation. All that I wanted from you was to give me something that I never had, something that you never seen, something that you never been.
Go, yeah. Go, yeah. Go, yeah. Another man food is another man poison. Go, yeah. Monkey no fine, but in my mind like I'm. Go, oh yeah. Sure you want come calculate my money. Go, oh yeah. You want to dance or you want to shake, oh yeah. Go, bless me, bless you.
Yes, always having a good time.
I go do my best to
Yes. Always having a good time. Always vibing. I love those guys, man. Those guys, like, I wish I could dance like that. That was just crazy, man. I remember that performance. I remember that day. The crowd went absolutely nuts, man. And I love when young people could come out and really just show us and display their talents. And speaking of talents and speaking of inspiring people, the next individual that I'm going to get into is Miriam Makeba. She was very influential in South Africa. She touches on a lot of important things. And one of the most important things that was happening at that particular time in South Africa was apartheid. So she gets into this. This is a brief video clip of that. And we're going to transition into an interview with another young, amazing talent, Miss Undefined. We did a brief interview with her, and then she gave us a little performance afterwards. So please check this out.
Today, I'm with the one and only Miss Undefined. Thank you so much. I really wanted to talk to you about your craft itself and what you do. Because it's unique because you don't, I've heard poetry done on instrumentals before. We call it hip hop. But the way you do yours, I love it. I love it. Talk to us a little bit about that and what you do.
When I got to Canada, I was introduced to spoken word, what you guys call spoken word. So I think the difference that I add to the space would be the spoken word with the dub.
Mhm.
Right? So you'll hear the patois nights, and
Yeah.
you'll hear the Canadian English. So I think that gives it a different element. And then when it goes on to the beats, it creates something different. Right?
Yeah.
So I think that's probably what it is.
Yeah. How has mental health impacted you? Because it impacts all of us, like especially during COVID, right? And how do you, as an individual, how do you cope, like coping mechanisms? Because I'm about solutions. We can identify problems, but we have to learn to identify the solutions as well, right? So how do you cope? What's your coping mechanisms?
I like that. I like to consider myself someone who is solution-based. Understanding the issues are important, but then moving forward is the aim, right? I don't cope, I live. I think that, again, the more we give our attention to certain things or certain sayings, or we keep projecting certain things, then it becomes a part of our reality. So there's no need for me to cope, but I can either be present, get up and live, and just deal with life as it comes, because everything is choice. Every single thing, even down to your thoughts. The thing that may seem difficult for people is that, you know, it's hard to be positive in a world where it seems to be mostly negativity being projected. And of course, that's talking about mental is the mind. So again, how you think is based on the things you see, and so on and so forth. So I would just say take control. You have to take control, right? For me, I live in the bliss of knowing that I am privileged to be able to create my reality. So in any given moment, I have a choice. It's either I'm going to sit down and dwell on something that's not going to serve me, or I'm going to choose a different perspective and keep it moving. The cliche sayings are the reality. You cannot be concerned with things that you can't control. You can't control it, right? Oh my gosh, this bill is due. This, I have to get this thing. But you can't do nothing about it. you can't do nothing about it. So
Them still a call you.
You're gonna sit down and worry about it and stress yourself. Or, you know what I mean, just look into the reality that you want to see. Because at the end of the day, those are your choices, right? So that's it from me.
This is a platform we created to make sure artists gets their voices heard. So I really want you to give the people your platforms that they can reach you at and support your stuff.
Okay, absolutely. Absolutely. You guys can find me on Instagram at Ms. Undefined. That's MZUNDEFINED _ Miss Undefined. And you can also find me on Instagram at Sisters Keeper. You can see it? SIS.STARZ Keeper. So Miss Undefined and Sisters Keeper. Follow. Yes.
Excellent. And I really want to thank you so much for actually coming on this platform and speaking to me.
This is fun.
Yes, this is wonderful, right? And I'm looking forward for you performing.
Indigenous to the stars and genetically connected to the sun, yet still over our consciousness we have others pause on it being one. Heartbeats match the drums because we are in sync with the rhythm. Dark light produces all colors, just consult your prism. How can your legacy still be stolen when one is fully aware of the culprit? At this point, we have basically wrapped it up and sold it. Not as very smart business people, for we do not profit off what it is worth. Gone as far as to dig up and sell the tree of life buried beneath the black woman's skirt. Or visionaries have been on long and well-deserved rests. Full time we revisit these issues, these matters need to be readdressed. Or are you satisfied with being defeated in life's race? For ancestral pride, most seem too embarrassed to embrace. Authors of civilization defined, and even with all the poisoning, cultures that stay refined. Technological advance results in rumors of wars, and it seems we have become comfortable with living with these scars. A barbaric society, staged imposters, Their standard of living is a reality show, hence the reason they win Oscars. Open your mind's eye and critically analyze the people who are truly uncivilized. We understand the connectivity between oneself and all in existence, knowing that against all odds, to love is the only defense, that unity is vital, even though they say we are tribal, and that self-worth did not need to be marketed on being an idol. Prime ministers of the universe, we are called by many. I suggest you start seeking your truth, for the load is heavy.
Yaga, Yaga, Barry Bonders, Starboy. Them say them bad, but I swear them do nothing, no way. Them say them go throw me punch, but I swear them no reach, oh way. 20 man shall fall that day, my lane, oh way. Oh, your man shall fall that day. If you cross my lane, no, you're back to the mat. Open and close, touch your toes. Baby, oh, yeah, yours. Back to the mat. Open and close, touch your toes. Oh, yeah, baby, oh, yeah, yours. Back to the mat. Open and close, touch your toes. Oh, yeah, baby.
Big tune. And I want to give enough respect to Miss Undefined. That was a great performance. That was a great interview. And I love connecting with individuals like that are very spiritual and really taking a stance in her community, starting her own business. That's wonderful. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to go back a little bit. Last year, we had our History of Our Music event at Fusion Nightclub and Restaurant. And we actually put together a little montage just to show you guys what you missed. So this is what you missed.
Africa, all the black people big up, you don't know we love you know. Yeah, open and love on yourself. Love each other. It's not about me, it's not about you, it's all about us. Rasta. So big up on yourself again. See, guys, when them a try off away. We tell them love it and God protect we. Run that shot there. Lord of mercy, I know that doing now. Alright, here we know. Them a chat about me. Them a chat about me. Them a chat about me. Chat about me. Chat about me. Them a chat me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. Say for the price of your girl, she a glitter, me cool, sharp and twinkling. Me no old, pop down not wrinkly. Them a chat me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. Say for the price of your girl, she a glitter, me cool, sharp and twinkling. Me no old, pop down not wrinkly.
All right. Didn't I tell you about that montage? That video clip was serious. Last year we had such a great time, and this year we're having a good time too. It's virtually, but the vibe's still there. You know what I'm saying? And I really wanted to support one of our sponsors because that's what it's all about. And let me reach into my little bag of tricks and see which sponsor who gave us this kit to donate. We have a healing kit by Love Light Jewels. And if you want to check them out, let's go to www.lovelightjewels.com and check them out. They have this mental health healing kit that they're giving out. And with every kit or prize that we give out, we also throw in a box of masks. And you know how valuable these are right now. There's 50 masks in this box. You will get it with this kit. And all I want you guys to do is whatever platform you guys are watching this on, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, wherever, or Dork TV, I want you guys to start putting in the comment section some of the artists that you checked out. If you've added them to whatever platform, Instagram and stuff that they gave you on the live, please add them to the platform. Put that down in the comment section, and we're going to be reaching out to you. And whoever wins these prizes, we're just going to select randomly and select someone from that platform and give them one of these wonderful prizes that we're winning today. And I wanted to really get into another section of our platform for tonight, which is another interview and performance that's coming up. So I was lucky to have the opportunity to sit down with a gentleman by the name of Fabby G's. He's a great reggae artist, and I actually met him in Scarborough, and I was able to connect with him because I love his music so much, and I got to sit down with him 2 weeks ago and interview him. So I want you guys to experience the same vibe that I experienced when I was sitting down with Fabby G's and listen to his wonderful music. Here's the interview and the performance.
I really want to introduce a great young artist that's in the community currently, and he goes by the name of Fabby G's. So Fabby G's, I want you to say hello to people 1 quick second.
Yeah, man, you don't know, it's Fabby G's, you know what I mean? From the rural parish of St. Mary, you know what I mean? Been doing music for like a few years now, you know what I mean? Longer time in school, but like doing it professionally a few years now, and you know what I mean? You know, it's Black History Month, so we are promote the real, authentic reggae music, you know what I mean, to the people them across the globe.
Like, how difficult is it to be an artist and to be an entrepreneur at that?
I mean, definitely it's difficult, but at the end of the day, it's just the motivation and the push where you have having you on the drive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Feel like actually, you know what I mean, going out studio, you know what I mean, I say get your song recorded, get it mixed, get it mastered, and you have to do it independently by yourself, you know what I mean? So, I mean, it's been a long road, and I mean, I'm never stopping, you know what I mean? I'm going to keep on doing this, and you know what I mean, definitely I see where this goes, you know what I mean?
I want you to tell us about some of the platforms we could connect to you, because we're here for the music, and we're here for entrepreneurs like yourself who's really pushing their stuff. So take some time and just talk about some of your platforms that you're on.
I'm on pretty much every platform, you know what I mean? Once you Google Fabby G's, you can find me on the Twitter, you can find me on the Audio Mac, you can find me on the SoundCloud, you can find me on the YouTube, You could find me on Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify. You could find me pretty much everywhere.
And what's the name? Spell it out so we can put it on the screen.
F-A-B-I-G-E-E-Z, Fabigees. Or some people pronounce it Fabigees, you know what I mean? Whichever way you want to call it. It's me. You know what I mean?
I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you, man. And as a next black man, we have to stick together. We have to support each other. And sometimes support doesn't mean you have to give you money, but I have to give you a good vibe and respect. You know what I'm saying? So I respect you and thank you.
I respect you too, and I appreciate what you guys doing for me the same ways. You know?
Much respect, my brother. Up next, got his video to show as well. Much respect, my brother. Every time. Yes, yes, yes.
G's once more again, once more again. SNR. Chronic killer. You know, I hate to see you cry. What the tears of your eye, mama. Hate to see you cry, mama. I hate to see you, I hate to see you. Hey, listen to me. Hey, I hate to see you cry. I really feel the pain. I hate to see the teardrops fall like a rain. Innocent dying. Who is to be blamed? The man behind the gun, them not no shame. I hate to see you cry. I really feel the pain. I hate to see the teardrops fall like a rain. Innocent dying. Who is to be blamed? The man behind the gun, them not no shame. Life is the best to me. Jah protect my destiny. You want to see my mother cry? Hey, that you never see. But mine and jealousy. Me no need no enemies. I love govern the earth. So let's just build the chemistry. Cause me no want to see no more na earth and in a cemetery. Too much locked away. I sell block up in the penitentiary. The world's a crazy place. Father God, the beg you send for me. Life is so precious. Make me live over a century. I hate to see you cry. I really feel the pain. I hate to see the teardrops fall like a rain. Innocent dying. Who is to be blamed? The man behind the gun, them not no shame. I hate to see you cry. I really feel the pain. I hate to see the teardrops fall like a rain. Innocent dying. Who is to be blamed? The man behind the gun.
Yes, yes, yes. Big tune. I hate to see you cry. I hate, yo, big tune, Fabi. I love it. I love it. And it was a pleasure to sit down with you and talk about a lot of different things. Please check out the full interview on YouTube. Like I said, at the end, we're going to put up all the clips where you guys can reach us and see the pre-recorded stuff and see some of the bloopers as well. And I also had the privilege of interviewing a young artist from the Jane and Finch community. He goes by the name of Noche with an accent aigu on the E. He made that clear to me, right? So I really sat down with this young guy. He's about maybe 20, 21. He does R&B with an Afrobeat type of style. So we interviewed him and we got him to perform for us. So check it out.
And I'm introducing to the world, to you guys, this wonderful artist by the name of Noche. Big up yourself, Noche.
What's up, guys? My name is Noche. I guess I just started making music about 2 years ago, and I just got into Afro beats, R&B, and pop. I feel like I'd rather connect to the world by showing melodies and giving a vibe. Vibes usually are the best way to talk to other people. I feel like people get the best sense of you when they can feel a piece of you through a situation that they've been through too. So, yeah.
Yeah. And this is my first time meeting you, right? Usually all the artists I interviewed so far, I kind of met them before and had a little bit of chemistry with them. But this is my first time knowing you. We just had a brief conversation. I asked you, which part of the community are you from? Where are you from exactly? What neighborhood?
Well, I guess you could say I'm from the Jane and Finch area, the Jane and Finch community. I've been living there for over 20 years, and life there is not that bad.
Yeah.
That's what people say.
Yeah.
If you focus, you try not to get yourself into trouble and problems. Trouble doesn't find you.
Yeah.
So, I'm the oldest of 4.
Yeah.
So, I started off going to school and working part-time too.
Yeah.
Yeah, trouble comes and trouble goes, but you have to focus on the right path, knowing that you have a family back home to take care of.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's what pushes me on. Currently I work drywall.
Okay.
So I'm a drywaller.
And what made you
Part-time.
get into that?
I kind of liked art. I like to draw, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I had like a passion of probably turning the drywall itself into drywall dog houses and creating different animal houses with it too in the future. But
Yeah.
right now, I'm just trying to see what happens.
Connected to the community. How do you give back? How do you try to support the community in any way?
Well, first it starts off at home. Like I just try helping my younger siblings, make sure they're blessed.
Yeah.
Like I said, 3 younger siblings. One of them just started university,
Yeah.
the other just started high school, and the other was about to enter high school soon.
Yeah.
So it's like the mistakes that I made, I'm trying to make sure that they don't make that mistake.
Yeah.
But the thing is, there's also a lot of younger kids in my building, right,
Yeah.
that I happen to see.
Yeah.
If I get up and go to work and they see that I'm coming back home from work and not doing what other guys are doing,
Yeah.
then okay, this guy's on a different tip.
Yeah. Yeah.
That already itself is the action that leads on.
Yeah.
If someone sees that action and chooses to follow that instead of following negativity, then that's something. But I don't go out to say you should do what I do because like everybody says you can bring someone to the water, but you can't make them drink. And I can show you what I'm doing, but I can't make you do what I'm doing unless you want to do it.
Yeah, yes, for sure. And I really wanted to give you an opportunity to tell us where we could reach you and reach your music and really connect to your music. So tell people where they can reach you, your social media handles, all that good stuff.
You can reach me on Instagram. It's Ace. Well, it's @_Ace Millie. That's Instagram. Twitter is @_Ace Noche.
And I want to thank you so much. You've been a pleasure, right? Keep up the good work in the community and keep your head strong. And God bless always.
The name's Noche. The song's called So Fun. I hope you guys like it. Could you be my sugar, my baby? Could you be my baby, my sugar? Could you be my seeker when I got nothing? Can you stand the rain when it's pouring? I can't trust no one. You'll be my number one, baby, and Diagro. Let's have some fun. I don't wanna waste time, so don't waste mine. Let's sip some wine by the city light. So fine, so fine, so fine, so fine. Could you be mine, baby girl? Take time. Oh, I didn't see no face you say. Et tiene maiewo brana yens asese. Wanna me pewo, it's you that I want. It's you that I need. I don't play with my baby. She cut like a diamond. She look like a stallion, dressed in Italian. I know messing with a scammer is hard. Baby girl, the whip got stars. Only focus on things that's ours. Jealousy is what takes us apart. Oh, so fine, so fine. So fine, so fine.
Yes, gotta big up to Noche. Noche, I sing to the girl, them, you know. I'm so fine, Noche. I love it. I love it. And I have a next person that's coming up that you guys are gonna love too. She goes by the name of Tammy Watson. I call her British, and I want you guys to check out the interview because she's one of the most prominent faces in the dancehall community. I had a chance to sit down with her and discuss a couple things. So check out the interview. Here we go.
Welcome, everyone. I hope you guys are really locked in and tuned and ready for what we're going to do today. And today with me, I have someone very special and dear to my heart. She's like a sister to me. Yeah. She is my sister, a real African sister. She goes by the name, I call her British. I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi there, my name is Tammy, AKA British. And yes, I am a sister to Ray, special to me.
Oh, thank you. I feel so good. And the funny thing is, we've only known each other for about a year now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this is what positive energy is all about, you know, because everything to me is energy, you know, and sometimes you connect with people because they exuberate a certain type of vibe that you want to be. Yeah.
You certainly exude a lot of love.
Yes. And you too, with your red and the shiny material. Yo, the one thing that I know about British, she's always stylish. So don't think this is just for the cameras. She's always like this.
Thank you.
Every time I see
appreciate that. I appreciate that.
And I really wanted to connect with you because we met at a table that's very important, because you are part of several initiatives and you're an entrepreneur and you do so much, you wear so much hats, right? And I really wanted to talk about where we first met and what table you were on and sitting on, and what is that initiative all about?
Well, initially I belonged to an organization called Smiling Faces, and it was, the concept was to give back to the children. Because we as adults, we have our fun in the night and we do all kinds of stuff, but we weren't really giving back and recognizing the children. So a friend of mine, what's his name? Oh, geez. Lukey. Sorry, Lukey. Lukey came up with the concept to give back to the children, and he named it Smiling Faces. So one day I partook in a meeting and I loved it. I'm passionate about kids. I have 3. So I wanted to join forces and make it happen. So we started having Christmas parties, Easter parties, where we made sure that the kids enjoyed it. It was a day for the children, totally for kids. So we gave them gifts and we did games. And that's where I met Ray.
Yeah.
Ray happened to be there at one of the meetings. We locked horns and the rest is history. Like, you can't get rid of me now.
No. I call you every day. If I don't hear from you one day, I know there's a problem.
Yes.
Something has to be wrong.
Yes.
But I really wanted to, because the young people that are out there, everyone is really being pushed towards this entrepreneurship venture.
Yeah.
Right? And you're an entrepreneur.
I am.
So I really want to give you the platform to talk about your business and tell us what you do with that and what inspired you to get to really even become an entrepreneur.
Well, I grew up with a mother who loves decor and decorating. I hated it when she did it. But then I found myself doing little things that emulated what she did. And people say, oh, I like the way you've moved this or positioned that. So I kind of took it a bit more serious and then started to do decor. And the more I did it, people would recognize it. And then all of a sudden I've fallen into this platform that I never thought that I was even good at. So I love decor. I can set up your house. I can set up balloons, arches, all of that. I could, you feel as though you're in a paradise. Whatever you want me to do, I can do. And the kids of today, they need something to keep them occupied. So I really love the fact that they want to become entrepreneurs. And if they put their mind to it, anything can be achieved, anything. So.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you, because it's like, success is a mindset.
Absolutely.
Right? And we all get into conversations of us doubting ourselves, you know?
I can attest to that.
Yeah.
Because my fear was fear of success. I was fearful that I would become overwhelmed and I couldn't keep up with the demand. And that's what held me back. But once you have sound people around you and the mindset, the world is your oyster.
What's your email address, please?
MakibaWatson@hotmail.com.
Yes, and we're putting it up on the screen right here.
And
Everyone
I am
sees
named
it.
after Miriam Makeba.
Yeah.
Yes. I hope you guys really appreciated that interview. It was wonderful. It was a great time interviewing British, a.k.a. Tammy Watson. And you know what time it is, guys? It's time for us to pay our bills. So we do have a sponsor. This is Clothing by AIM. We have a brief ad. Check it out.
Shout out to Clothing by AIM. Thank you for the merch. Thank you for the clothes. Shit's fire.
Yes. Thank you so much, Clothing by AIM, for supporting us throughout the years. And right now, I have El Presidente, the CEO, the founder of Clothing by AIM, Jules. Come on in, sir. What's going on, boss man? Yes. Now, Jules I want to pass the mic over. I don't like passing and sharing mic too much, but he has a giveaway to give out to you guys, and then he has a little introduction of an artist that he's going to be releasing coming up soon. He's already released. He's already tearing up the place in Ghana. But I'm going to let Jules talk to the people and promote his clothing and give away a prize. So, Jules.
Thank you very much for tuning in live wherever you are in the world to the 7th annual Black History Month, History of Our Music celebration, brought to you by Aim to Impact, which is a nonprofit that impacts the world globally through the arts and culture, with our community partner, Helping Neighborhoods Implements Change, HNIC. So this year, we couldn't do it in person, and how everything is happening, it has to go virtual. So that's what we're doing it, bringing it to you, staying consistent, and hopefully the 8th year, everything will be better. I want to talk briefly about a clothing brand that we started that promotes Africa around the world through music. It's called Clothing by AIM. AIM stands for Africa in Me, and also African Invasion Movement. That's the street style. So this is a brand that's using fashion, entertainment, education, culture to empower our global communities. So today we're going to be giving away a T-shirt, right? And then one of our exclusive, just send us your tweet, send us your Instagram, add us, tag us. It's at Clothing by AIM. The first 5 people to actually just do a screenshot and then tag us on the page in their stories get to win 5. We're giving 5 away, giving away 5 T-shirts, right, to the first 5 people that's going to link in. And also, we're going to surprise the most retweeted or the most reposted comment on our section. They're going to get one of these sweatshirts. This is brand new, coming out for spring 2021. So it's got the left chest to go with it, and then on the back, representing Africa as well. So that's also going to be given away as well. And with not much to say, I'm going to introduce a new artist coming out of Ghana right now called LaRusso. LaRusso is part of the new generation of artists that's actually blazing the trail of music, putting Africa on the map. This is a teenager that I personally know, whose management is Jadon Entertainment. Big up to you as well. Thanks for making this happen for us. And we wanted to introduce him officially to North America via this channel. So we break artists. We're responsible for helping develop artists globally as well. That's what AIM is all about. Connecting African artists to the global world and vice versa. So we're going to go jump straight into the interview we had with LaRusso and enjoy that. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. It's your boy Jules, Executive Director for Aim to Impact, which is a nonprofit here in Toronto, Canada, whose mandate is to make an impact in our global communities through arts and culture. Over the years, we've always wanted to put Africa on the map through music, entertainment, and making an impact also to make sure we bring out the very best from the continent and also in the diaspora as well. Today is the 7th annual. So this is 7 years in the running where we've been making Africa a priority in the diaspora, especially here in Toronto, Canada. And History of Our Music is also one of the few things that we started doing every Black History Month to tell people about their history, where music started from, where it's going, and where it's going to be as well. It's with great honor to have you on this live, the 7th edition. Hopefully there's a virtual one, and hopefully next year everything works out where we can actually have in-person events like we did previous years. But these are the times we're in. We have to make the most out of it. It's my honor right now to bring on, for a brief interview, one of the upcoming promising young talent out of Ghana by the name of LaRusso. We're going to have a good chat, and pretty much he's going to tell us about himself, what he's been up to. And what up, bro? How are you?
Yo, I did cool. Just chilling, you know.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. So for those who don't know you, I'm just gonna let you introduce yourself, who you are, and we can have a brief conversation. Talk about the new gen. All right, over to you.
Yeah. So I'm Laruso from Newtown, Ghana. Yeah, I was born and grew in Newtown. Charlie, the also hasn't been easy, but we're still striving, you know. Every youth is a star. We're coming up there. Mad.
Nice one. So Newtown is a place in Accra where pretty much the daily hustle and bustle is going on. People are trying to make things happen in terms of
Yeah.
everybody is pretty much struggling, trying to make
Yeah.
everything happen music wise, right? So how has it been like for you coming out of Newtown, and what made you start get into the music industry? Well, how did you get started?
No, it hasn't been easy. I started when I was like I think 7 or 8 years. I started music when I was 7, 8.
Okay.
Yeah, it all started in school,
Okay.
like battles and all that. Yeah, that's
So
where it all.
with the battles, I'm sure you won a few. That's why you're
Yeah,
here now.
I had that talent in me, but I didn't know. Like I didn't know.
Okay.
So with the battles, yeah, I tried one with my friend, then it went on. I was just killing it. Then my friends told me, "Yo, Charlie, you be hard, or you be hard, you be hard." So from then I started taking it serious.
Okay.
I started writing my own lyrics and all that till I got the chance to go to the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, a
Okay.
guy from my hood took me to the studio. Then I made my first track. From then
And
I had people supporting my music and all that. So it all started from then.
now the first time you went into the studio, how did you feel going into the studio to record for the
Like
first time?
like when I recorded, I was like, "Yo, this is my voice." Like the voice too sweet, so I was like, "Yo, is this my voice?" So I loved it from then.
Okay.
I always wanted to record, yeah, you know.
And who were some of the artists that influenced you coming up out of Ghana or worldwide? Who influenced your sound?
Burna Boy, yeah, Burna Boy influenced me a lot because I was listening to him too much, yeah. Like Burna Boy, Whiskey, Stone Boy, and Samini.
Okay.
Yeah, I was listening to them. Like I wanted to do what they were doing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which artists have you recorded with so far?
So far, like I'll say thank you to all the big men doing the music. Like I have song with Kwesiata, Shatawale, Samini, Stone Boy, the legends,
Okay.
all the legends. So Charlie, mad.
Nice one. And how do you feel being labeled as the next generation or being the next to blow? Because the legends have been there, paved their way, done what they have to do. But how do you feel knowing that everybody's looking up to you right now to be the next artist to blow, to go to the next level? How does that make you feel?
Yo, I feel I have to be ready. Yeah, I have to be ready because we have people like new generations and all that, but people relate to me more. I'm the one that's supposed to stand for the new generation.
So yeah, we're not going to take much of your time. We want to allow you to introduce the song Ego. Tell the world
Ego.
it's yeah, this is like you introducing it to all of Canada, right? And then hopefully for the rest of the world, So go ahead and do your thing, yeah.
Tell some boys I'm move on with them little drama. And me no need your friendship no more, left you fi karma. You come change the plan, it go make you a loser. Me wish you fi change, keep pushing harder. Yo, ego is a message. Just go listen to it on YouTube. Watch the full video and stream online, stream everywhere. It's a big sound, from LaRusso, New Generation at Jadon Shatta Entertainment. Yeah, man, straight up there.
Nice one. Thank you very much, LaRusso.
Channel Star. Yeah. Now let the bad man can't touch you. Them can't touch we. Oh. Girl, some boys, I'ma move on with them little drama. And me no need your friendship no more, if you feel calmer. You come change the plan, it gon' make you a loser. Me wish you fit change, keep pushing harder. Tell some boys I'ma move on with a little drama. And me no need your friendship no more, if you feel calmer. You come change the plan, it gon' make you a loser. Me wish you fit change, keep pushing harder. Out of the struggle life, out of the things that we face in this life. How you feel like, how you feel like. Say my brother them say look for a dollar sign. Out of the struggle life, out of the things that we face in this life. How you feel like, how you feel like. Say my brother them say look for a dollar sign. Dollar sign. So when I left it, big up all of the real ones and fake ones and all of it. No defeat, keep pushing and no limit. Goofy, Python, them Python, dragon, me dragon, firebond, them pagan, Satan. Can't relate to me, can't connect to me, can't do nothing, down the back of me. Confidently, my thing around them, I'm rising above them, above them. Girl, some boys, I'ma move on with them little drama. And me no need your friendship no more, if you feel calmer. You come change the plan, it gon' make you a loser. Me wish you fit change, keep pushing harder. Tell some boys I'ma move on with a little drama. And me no need your friendship no more, if you feel calmer. You come change the plan, it gon' make you a loser. Me wish you fit change, keep pushing harder.
Yes. I want to give so much thanks. Cut the music, DJ. Let me talk to the people for a little bit. Cut the music a bit. Listen, first and foremost, LaRusso, you see that song that you just have right there? A big time hit. Big up you, LaRusso. Big up Ghana. I love the Afrobeat. I didn't even know Africans speak patois. Mad things, LaRusso. Yo, listen, our whole history of our music event over the years has been wonderful. We've had a series of different sponsors. We had a series of different people jumping on board, just trying to be a part of the initiative. And we're hoping that next year there's no COVID and we can do it bigger and greater. But before I go anywhere else, I got to big up the sponsors. I got to big up the people who made this happen for us. I want to give a big shout out to Shall We Mink. I want to big up Love Light Jewels. I want to big up Mellow Sensations. I want to big up Fab Faces by Fiona. And I also want to give big shout out to Clothing by AIM for helping us out. And of course, I cannot forget the individual that put this wonderful outfit out on bad. Watch me now. But that's a step on. Yo, and it's called, how do I pronounce this? It's called Mavazi. Shop at Mavazi, or let me do this again. At Shop Mavazi, check that out. That's at SHOPMAVAZII, right? So check them out. And I really enjoyed myself this year, even though we did it online, we did it virtual, we still did a decent job, right? And I want to thank all the wonderful people that were able to tune in and support us. HNIC representing. We're part of the organization that put this together. I want to big up Aim to Impact. They were also part of putting this wonderful event together. Can't forget Smiling Faces for helping us put this together. And the individuals that made this production possible. Big up Dork TV. And big man, you think me forget about you? Man, I feel big up my DJ. D-Flex, man, all the time. And speaking of D-Flex, could you give me some music? Because I got something special for you right now. I got some dancers. Hey, out on my dancers. Come on, hey, don't hide. Come on, show me. Show me the moves, ladies. I'm getting out of the way because my ladies are bad.
Hey, now I'm giving my testimony. I'm killing the beat and I'm giving them heat. Now I'm giving them everything. I'm living my life, I don't chop for money. I don't testimony. My guy, I'm allergic to poverty. So I'm using my sense to gather the properties. No time, like a statue of liberty. Nobody knows tomorrow. I love how you hold your body. Come, sure they walk it for me. I'm just standing, nothing to say, cause your lips them look so good like plenty cherry. You lift from you, drop it for me. Oh la la, mama, fait to pete. So you on the road yesterday, the rhythm your waist up like two lelele. Cause I must get at this other waist, mama, before I die. Just give me where you never give nobody, don't be shy. I know all of them who watching, they go talk. But when they talk, we go tell them, I don't know about you. But when I don't in the bar, me and a woman and me chanting, she dancing to Afro soca. I don't know about you, but when I'm on the road and I'm in the boat, you know I'm not sober. She make me like Jerusalem, Ikayalami, Ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana, Jerusalem, Ikayalami. Ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana, dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze, zuhambe nami, dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze, zuhambe nami.
Joanna, your busy body busy tonight. Mad. Joanna, making all the dummy tonight. Joanna, your busy body giving me life, oh, hey life, hey. Why you do me like Joanna? Joanna. Why you do me like Joanna? Joanna. How you gonna do me like Joanna? Joanna. Hey Joanna. Joanna. Ay. Hey, how you gonna play me like Drogba? How you gonna do me like Drogba? Oh, DJ Drogba. DJ Drogba. Joanna, your busy body busy tonight. Mad. Joanna, making on the dummy tonight. Joanna, your busy body give
money fall on you, banana fall on you, Prada fall on you, cause I'm in love with you. Money fall on you, banana fall on you, paparazzi follow you, cause I'm in love with you. Are you done talking? Tell me baby, are you done talking? Yeah. Are you done talking? Tell me baby, are you done talking? Yeah. Are you done talking? Tell me baby, are you done talking? Yeah. Are you done talking? Tell me baby, are you done talking? Yeah. I don't wanna be a player no more. Yeah. I don't wanna be a player no more. Cause my guys call me Cristiano, Mr. Ronaldo, I'm on Nintendo. Cause my guys call me Cristiano Ronaldo, I'm on Nintendo. Money fall on you, banana fall My money, my body, now your own, oh baby. 30 billion for the account, yo. Yeah, Versace and Gucci for your body, oh baby. No do, gotta for me. No do, say that, oh. No do, shakara, oh. No do, gotta for me, oh. Girl, you're beautiful too. My number one in tutu. Sipping bruku tutu. For your love it tutu. I go chuku. Biko obianuju. Say you do me juju. Cause I'm feeling the juju. Shake it to you. I wanna dash it to you. Take it. You can have it to you. Take it. You know I got this in you. I love you.
You say you want me love to the best.